the letter H does exist, and the letter Y doesn't need to replace it. That was not in my bingo card, let me just put it there. Is she going to be drenched in pig's blood though? That's the real question that I want to know. Save your tears for the pillow. Okay, no crying here, please. Okay. Hello guys, and welcome back to Dance Mums. We're on season 5, episode 6, which is kind of crazy that we're already 6 episodes in to season 5. But then again, I did start season 5 like a whole month and a half ago. So, you know what? We've been doing well. Anyway, we're going to be getting into the episode, and I am super excited. Obviously, last episode, we witnessed 2 crash outs, one of them being Abby, the other one being me. Yeah, that was particularly fun to watch back in the edit, and also when it aired on YouTube, so thank you guys for enjoying that. But yeah, I'm back in a better mood now. Hopefully everything's working. The audio levels are looking good. Everything's looking nice and dandy. So you know what? I'm thinking maybe we might have smooth sailing today. But if anything chaotic does happen, then yeah, you know what? We'll see how it goes. Well, the pyramid today is looking pretty pyramid-y. It's looking more, I don't know. What does it look like? What does this look like to you guys? It looks like a steaming pile of turd to me. But either way, we're going to start with the person at the bottom of the pyramid, which is Jessalyn. Jessalyn is at the bottom of the pyramid today. I mean, listen, Jessalyn didn't do anything wrong in the last episode, but they are painting her out to be a very delusional and rude person. I don't want to say that that is 100% her. Again, we can only comment on what we see on the TV show. This is an entire week edited down into 1 hour, not even 1 hour, 45 minutes. So really, all I'm going to say is they're probably going to show her worst bits, and she knows that she's on a reality show that needs drama, so she's going to cause drama in any way possible. So I think you have to take a lot of these things with a pinch of salt. Up next, we have Kira. I mean, I don't remember Kira doing much in the last episode. She did call out Abby a couple of times in her confessionals, but when it came to real life, suddenly the zip went on her mouth and suddenly no words are coming out. So, I don't know about that one. Next up, we have Jill. Jill is really an interesting case study for I don't want to rock the boat at any cost. And it actually does upset me a little bit. It's weird how she'll crash out over random insignificant things, but then when Abby is being horrible to her daughter, it's almost like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's just part and parcel, isn't it? It's just the same as like every other kid gets. And it's a bit like, well, hang on a minute. No, you know that that's not the case. So sort it out, Jill. Come on. Be a better role model for your daughter. It's disappointing when you don't call it out and other people have to, because it just becomes a bit of like, well, why are you not advocating for your child? It's a little bit disappointing. Up next, we have Melissa. I mean, queen of not advocating for her children, but equally does advocate for one of her children. Again, Melissa, I'm not mad at her this series. I'll be 100% honest, I'm not mad at her. There's a couple of moments where she had that moment where she was telling Abby to fix up in her bumsucky way, which I was like, you know what, fair and valid. But yeah, I don't know. I don't feel mad at her this series. I don't know why. I don't feel like the negative energy is there with her right now. But maybe that's because we're just not getting shown a lot of her at the moment. I mean, Holly really is the main character of the mums at the moment, as much as Christy was in the last series, Kelly was in the season before, etc, etc, etc. So anyway, up next, and I'm just going to whip them all off the board because they all do. Oh no, actually, no, I'll do Jojo first. Jojo, I mean, didn't perform in the group number, is a little bit delusional, bless her. I say a little bit, is a lot of delusional. And I just find her incredibly frustrating sometimes, just because I know that this is all producer manipulated, it's all producer led, it's basically her being the puppet of the producers, and I find that incredibly frustrating from someone who wants to watch a reality show that doesn't have too much producer meddling. I don't mind if you're causing drama because you know you're on a TV show, but when I'm looking at you and you're actively doing what the producer is telling you to do, then I just find it kind of fake. Do you know what I mean? I find it a little bit boring. And yeah, Jojo being like, oh, when am I going to get into costume for the group number. Bitch, you ain't in the group number. Okay, you ain't in the group number. Back off, JoJo, okay? I know the producers are trying to get you to cause drama, but like, come on. It's ridiculous at this point. Anyway, up next, we have Mackenzie. That's not Nia. This is Nia, and that's Kendall. And the reason why I've put these three here is because, first of all, the group number was diabolically bad. Okay, I watched the full version. Somebody in the comment section told me to watch the full version. I watched the full version in my own time. I was not that much more impressed, I have to say. It wasn't like a Hurricane Katrina dance where I watched it for the first time, thought this is absolutely dreadful. What is this? Well, like, this is the most boring dance ever. And then I watched the full version and I was like, wow, okay, now it makes full sense. I really love it. Amazing, brilliant. I just didn't care for it. And I think it's because we're now in a scene that doesn't cater towards lyrical, and lyrical is just not going to cut it here. I think we need to start branching out. I think we need to start doing new styles, and I think we just need to start doing something a little bit more exciting than the same 10 lyrical steps in a different order every single week. Anyway, up next, we have Maddie. Now, she might have won the competition, but she didn't win my heart. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, that has to go to Kalani. I mean, I'm so grateful that you guys forced me to watch Fragile Forest. Fragile Forest is one of, if not the best Dance Moms dance that I've seen. It was sensational. It was magical. And I don't know why, but like Kalani just exemplified everything that I wanted. There were so many things that I'd never seen before, so many moves that I was like, wow. And I have to give Maddie credit as well. There were a couple of, like, I want to say like there was a barrel turn or something like that then she dropped to the floor. Again, I'm completely making up terminology, so bear with me. But I have to say, I did really enjoy certain moments of her dance because it made me go, ooh, okay. They're actually pushing her outside of her comfort zone and not getting her to just do the same 10 steps again and a little shuffle on the knees to spice it up a little bit. So yeah, it was nice to see. But top of the pyramid, queen of the pyramid, if you could say that, it has to be Holly. I mean, listen, again, there was another comment in the comment section and I was struggling to articulate myself, but let me see if I can go now. Holly, was she complicit when Christy was on the show, and did she not speak up for Chloe when she was getting pounced on? Yes, but equally, I do genuinely believe that a lot of that was down to the fact that Chloe was getting the brunt of it. Brooke and Paige were getting the brunt of it, which is why Kelly always kicked off. Then Christy always kicked off. And now that Nia is getting the brunt of it, I think Holly finally realises, oh shit, this is what they're doing to my child for entertainment, and is finally sort of awoken. Like, I feel like out of all of the mums, Holly was probably the first one to call out injustices. But equally, Holly is a smart person and she knows when and when not to cause an argument, do you know what I mean? And even Christy got that way towards the end. She just decided to just put up with it because it was easier than dealing with Abby in a wrath. And I think it's just a really difficult position to be in. So I don't want to judge any of the mums too harshly. I think they could absolutely have done more to prevent certain situations. But equally, with someone as unreasonable as Abby, when you call them out and you call them out on behalf of somebody else, it only makes it worse for your child. So it's like, there is no incentive to calling them out. So when Holly was calling them out in the last episode, I think for me, that was just her finally realising, like, you guys are actually two-faced. You guys are actually two-faced because you'll sit in the room and shit-talk Abby and be like, oh, that's really wrong what she's doing. But when I raise it in front of her, you guys actually don't have my back. And now I think she realises, like, this is what Christy and Kelly have been saying the entire time. I get it finally because I'm on the receiving end of it. Wow, that was a bloody long, like, pyramid session. My God, right, we better get on with the episode then, shouldn't we?
Third Street Dance. New plays. Well, I hope Abby shows up.
I love how the bar is so low nowadays that it's not even like, oh, I hope you have a good week. It's just, I hope Abby turns up. I hope she actually walks through the doors and graces us with her presence, because it would be nice to have her on the show this week. Do you know what I mean? It would be nice to actually have a teacher for our children who are in LA without any other support from any other dance teachers. So, you know what? It would be nice if Abby turned up, wouldn't it?
When we go inside, am I going to be the only person talking, or are you girls going to have my back?
I got your back.
Old words from you, Jill. You bloody better. You bloody better have her back. I'm sick and tired of the mums not working together as a unit, do you know what I mean? Because if they work together as a unit, then, like, it would just be so much more entertaining, I feel like, than to just watch one person constantly get beat on.
Over the summer, we met Aubrey O'Day at Abby's beauty camp in LA. Aubrey is a singer-songwriter. She was part of a girl group called Danity Kane.
Listen, I know Aubrey O'Day from Celebrity Big Brother. Wait, maybe I'm mixing her up with somebody else. Was she on with the "You don't have to shout"?
Because you don't have to shout!
18. Oh, that was Stephen Bear's series. Ugh. If there is one Big Brother winner that I genuinely cannot fathom how they won, it's Stephen Bear. Yeah, Frankie Grande was on that cast. Ricky Norwood, fat boy from EastEnders. Renee Graziano, who's like a mob boss wife. Marnie Simpson, she was from Geordie Shore. Aubrey O'Day, obviously. But yeah, this wasn't the series with "You don't have to shout." That must have been season 16 then. And that person was Natasha Hamilton from Atomic Kitten, I want to say. Anyway, enough of me waffling about Big Brother. Let me get on with this video.
Aubrey is a singer-songwriter. She was part of a girl group called Danity Kane, and she was also part of making the band with P. Diddy. And
Didn't realise he was going to be mentioned on today's episode. That was not in my bingo card. Let me just put it there. Oh, I need to update the bingo card, don't I? On today's episode of Things That Haven't Aged Well, a mention of P. Diddy and Dance Mums.
How are you? I've been meaning to give you a call to see if you might be interested in working with Mia.
Oh, she was calling Aubrey O'Day of Celebrity Big Brother fame. Of course, yes. That makes so much more sense.
Come on, girls, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Oh, that voice.
Girls!
Was that Kira that she went, oh, that voice. Nobody wants to be here. No one. Abby doesn't want to be here. The mums don't want to be here. I'm not even sure production want to be here. But they're all still being forced to make this goddamn show.
All right, last week, competition. Failure!
Sorry, how would you know? You didn't even turn up. You left halfway through. You were there for literally all of 10 seconds. Well, it's nice to see that you put a little bit of effort into your appearance today and you didn't just look up like you strolled out the crack den. Do you know what I mean? God, honestly, talk about failure. Your failure to turn up last week.
We didn't even know if you were going to show up to the competition. You showed up looking like a homeless woman.
Oh, Jill, this is why we love you. This right here, this is why we love you. This is incredible. We love you, Jill. We love you.
You were not you last week, and it concerned us, and it concerned the children.
We were there, but you were not there. And there was never an explanation as to why you weren't there.
Honestly, that's all we want. And this is what annoys me about Abby, is that she could solve 1000% of her problems if she just explained herself a little bit more. And she didn't just be like, it doesn't matter, I'm not telling you. Because then 95% of her problems, we've come down from 1000% because I thought that was a little bit too much of an inflated figure. 95% of her problems could be solved if she just gave a simple excuse. A simple reason, a simple explanation for why she did the things that she did. It's so jarring because I can guarantee she's like, it's none of your business what I was doing last week. Well, yeah, it is, because you severely impacted our children despite the fact that you claim to want the best for them. So what are we doing here?
And we want to make sure it doesn't happen again.
So you still don't have an answer as to why you were not there last week?
She's thinking, Holly. She's thinking up a good excuse. She's cooking up something good, because we did watch her eat a lot of food in the last episode. Burger King, Sour Patch Kids, her dignity. There's a lot of things that she ate last week. And she's thinking, oh, how do I explain it away? Can't use my mum as an excuse. Can't use Broadway Baby as an excuse. I've run out of excuses. Damn. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? How am I going to talk my way out of this one? Let me think.
I don't owe you an explanation.
You do.
You see what I mean? I don't owe you an explanation. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm paying 16 grand a year for my child to come to your dance studio to come to your dance studio to have you teach her, or not even to have you teach her, but whatever. I know they don't pay the tuition at this point, but the point still stands. Do you know what I mean? She's still getting paid an extreme amount of money to be here and be a dance teacher, and the best she can do is, I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for you. Great. We are 4.5 minutes into this episode, and I am already in a bad mood. Thank you, Abby. Thank you so much. You've done wonders for me.
If I wasn't there, just guess it was a darn good reason.
Burger King is a darn good reason. Is that what we're constituting a darn good reason? Because bestie, Burger King in the US ain't nothing to write home about. Again, if you're in the UK, I could understand it. I'd come and join you. I'd come and join you for a bacon double cheese XL or whatever it's called. I would come and join you. It's incredible. Amazing. Just beautiful. And they do these, like, I don't know whether you guys have these in the US, but like they do them here. And I'm fairly certain they're only like an order exclusive if you like order and delivery or whatever. But they are chicken nuggets loaded with cheese and bacon. Guys, they're the naughtiest things on the planet. Anyway, moving on. Enough talk about Burger King, because it's getting me hungry and I want a Burger King now.
Others may not hold Abby accountable for her behavior, but I do. And I am not going to let Abby off the hook. That was mean-spirited, what you said.
Again, I'm kind of glad that Holly has stepped into this position of, yeah. You know what? I'm not letting any of this bullshit slide anymore. You know what? I'm tired of being complicit. If I'm going to be on this show, I'm going to make her life a living hell, okay? Because Nia is old enough to take it on the chin and, like, duck off a water's back or whatever it's called. Duck off a water's back. Water off a duck's back, you know what I mean? She's old enough to know that Abby is just an evil villain. And now I'm going to make her life a living hell. And you know what, Holly? We appreciate your dedication to the cause.
She's the only girl on this team that you ever take something away from. The only one.
That's kind of a bold-faced lie.
No. I'm fairly certain that you have taken away a lot of things from her. I mean, maybe not the only person that she's taken things away from, but you have taken a lot of things away from Nia. Like, a lot of things. So let's not be lying to the cameras, because the season 5 production team, they hate you. They hate you, and they're ready to make a fool out of you the entire season, and I'm here for it.
Nina, something wrong? I've done nothing. Girls, you can go in the other room and you can dance.
She's sending the girls out. Oh, it's getting serious, guys. It's getting serious. I think the fisticuffs are coming out. I think Holly's about to slip on their boxing gloves and about to go all... I don't know any famous boxers. Muhammad Ali, Tyson Fury. Oh, there's another big one. Yeah, Mike Tyson. He's another boxer. I know sports guys. Yeah, definitely.
No, I am not going to have this woman stand here and lie about what she said. I refuse to be in a room with this woman who's lying.
Holly is standing on business. She's calling her out. And I also love the fact that Abby literally went, Nia, is that wrong? And Nia went, no, it's not wrong. You do take everything away from me, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over being here. But we gotta be here, do you know what I mean? So, I'm gonna do what I gotta do you know what I mean? I'm here for my music career, and fair point.
Well, I'm not leaving the team. So if that's what you want, I'm not your new Chrissy, and I'm not your new Kelly, and Nia is not Brooke, Paige, or Chloe.
Oh, I love Holly. And this is what I mean by, like, I think the spell is lifted. Do you know what I mean? I think she's subconsciously known it's going on all along. But now that she's getting the brunt of it, it's like, yeah, you know what? Nah, you're not driving me off this team like you did with Christy and Kelly and Brooke, Paige and Chloe. You're not doing that to me. We are going to make your life a living hell by remaining on the team, because at the end of the day, we are who made you famous at the end of the day. I'm sorry, but we are, okay?
Liar, and you sit there and all of you women stand here and you're cowards. I wasn't
You're
there. Cowards. You know it's never a lie, and you let this woman stand here and lie.
I'd be like, please, Holly, no more bullets. Please. You've already pumped her carcass full of lead. No more. And now you're turning on the mums? No more. But I do agree. They need to stand up and they need to actually say more. Do you know what I mean? And this is like, This is an argument that a lot of people have used against Holly, and I agree. But I also think that, like, better late than never. It's better to come to the party late and be like, hey, this is not okay, rather than never say it at all, which is exactly what Melissa does. It's exactly what Kira has done so far, and Jesslyn as well. And as much as Jill is openly being like, hey, I disagree with the fact that you didn't turn up yesterday, she's also not standing up that much either. So it is complicity, and it's disappointing. And the fact that Holly is actually taking a stand now and being like, hey, no, I've had enough, it is what it is. Yeah, fair game at the end of the day. Fair game. Like I said, better late than never. It's just a shame that it didn't happen earlier, but at least you're not still standing by and being complicit in this.
She's a vicious, a nasty, foul woman. None of those other mothers said a single word. They didn't let that woman tear my kid apart last week, and they did the same thing today.
I think, again, that's what I find so difficult about this, is like, they're literally just willing to stand by and let it happen. They're literally willing to just stand by. And I think there were times when obviously Holly did stand by, but there were other times where she got into the argument as well. Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing sucks. This whole thing genuinely sucks. And I feel really bad for Holly, I do. As much as, like, yeah, I feel bad. I do feel bad. Because I think until you fully receive the brunt of Abby's anger and toxicity, you don't fully get why Kelly and Christy were so upset at the time, because you're like, well, I don't quite get it, but now she does.
All right, so Aubrey, I just had a situation with one of the moms.
No way is she on the phone to Aubrey O'Day getting ready to cancel whatever Nia's got planned this week. No shot is this about to happen. Aubrey's got to tell her to fuck off, right? Aubrey has got to tell her, get lost, who cares, I still want her to come, okay? Damn. Abby's actually an evil, nasty, toxic witch, and it's crazy to me.
My assumption was that this was something they were asking me to do, like, for you as your friend.
Right, and that's what they do. They lie and they go to my friends and they use them. It needs to be done the right way.
Oh, it boils my blood. It boils my blood because I spoke to somebody the other day. Well, I say the other day, a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, oh, they were like, what do you do for a job? And I was like, oh, I make content for YouTube. And they were like, oh, cool. What kind of stuff do you do? And I went, oh, I react to Dance Mums. And they went, oh, I love Dance Mums. And I went, yeah, but most of the time I spend, like, reacting is just me tearing Abby down and saying how horrible she is. And they genuinely sent me a message that was like, oh no, I think Abby's brilliant. I think she's one of the best people ever. And I looked at them and I was like, are we being serious? Are we watching the same show? Are you serious? Are you not able to watch this show with a critical mind and think, this is actually not okay? Is she entertaining? 100%. But is she also a nasty, vile human being? Absolutely. Two things can be true at once. Do you know what I mean? Two things can very much happen at the same time. You can be entertaining, but you can also be a genuinely dreadful person. And that's just what Abby is. And for you to only see the entertaining part but not be able to critically think, hey, this is not okay. This is not okay. The fact that she is tearing children down and making their lives a living hell is concerning to me. It's concerning. And so I just kind of had to cut that conversation off. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, I actually don't have anything else to say about you because clearly your morals do not line up with mine.
So, Jojo, you're on the bottom because you're not even on the team.
We're only just at Pyramid. Oh my god. I have a feeling, guys, this might be a 2-part episode, you know. Because I'm already 35 minutes into the recording and we've only just made it to Pyramid and we're only 8 minutes into the episode. That's crazy. Jojo, you're at the bottom of the pyramid because you're not even on the team. You don't even deserve to be on the team. You're nothing to me. You're just here. Unfortunately, you're here.
Nia, that's you next. I'm sure she would have fought with me about that. And then we have Kalani, not a lot to judge you on. And then on the top again, we have Maddie. Great, congratulations. There you go.
The most passive-aggressive pyramid, but actually I kind of enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? I felt it was very easy breezy. don't understand why Mackenzie is above Kendall or Nia, do you know what I mean? But like, sure, Ziggler's gonna Ziggler. And the fact that she said not much to judge you on to Kalani, didn't she do a whole ass solo? And she got a perfect score. And then the tie was only broken because Maddie was slightly better because of something. I don't know. I don't know what they decided to break the tie, do you know what I mean? Probably should have just crowned them both, do you know what I mean? But either way, it is what it is.
There you go. We're going to sheer talent. I'm sure we'll be embarrassed and humiliated there.
Did she say humiliated? You'll be humiliated there. She just doesn't understand that the letter H does exist and the letter Y doesn't need to replace it. Like, huge. Why with the Y? Why? Why? Do you know what I mean? It's confusing. And where does it stop? Youse? I'm going to my youse now? I'm going back to Yome? Like, where does this stop? Where does it stop? The hierarchy of this Abby Lee Dance Studio is completely ridiculous. And I've had enough. I feel like I'm really clutching at straws for these jokes, guys. I'm really clutching at straws.
The other solo is going to JoJo because you're not in the group dance.
I don't know why Abby would give JoJo a solo. I don't know what's going on here.
If JoJo isn't on the team, why are we giving her a solo? Which means that she is being judged as part of the Abby Lee Dance Company and therefore as part of the team. She's not in the group number, but she's part of the team. But she's not part of the team, but she gets a solo. I'm confused. The messaging here is confusing to say the least. But
I just pretend it doesn't matter.
Abby, save your tears for the pillow. Okay, no crying here, please. Okay, buck your ideas up and sort yourself out.
No one! I'm not going to stand here and do something that I don't want to do. I don't want to do it.
Sorry, you don't want to do what? Your job? You don't wanna be here? Go. You know where the door is. At least be upfront about it, do you know what I mean? Don't just not turn up and eat McDonald's in your car. Sorry, Burger King in your car. Can't even get that right.
Once again, Abby's leaving us. And this time, I really don't know if she's coming back.
Why is she walking sideways down the stairs? She's like shuffling down the stairs, being like do.
Holly is dedicated to the studio and to Abby. But she's not here today.
Girls, do you wait for an invitation? Come on.
Oh, Abby's back? Oh, where have you been, Abby? Did you just decide to take the day off and go to the spa or something like that? Did you just decide to put your trotters into one of them tanks with the fish just so they can nibble all the crusty bits off your feet? Jesus, they probably got very full off of that, to be fair.
Moms, there's no viewing room here, so you're welcome to watch. Let's just be respectful of the dancers.
Abby, are we going to practice what we preach when we say be respectful of the dancers to the mums? Are you going to be respectful of the dancers? Because that is really what we're asking here. That's all we're asking. Just show the kids just a modicum of respect. Just a little bit.
I think Nia is making a huge mistake by not being here.
Huge. She mentioned it, guys. Let's go.
Abby, do you think the kids would be more focused if we stepped out?
Yeah, but if you're out there, then I can't control what you're saying.
You don't need to worry about controlling.
No, I just...
What do you mean control what they're saying? Why are we trying to control the narrative? Do you know what I mean? I can't control what you're saying. Sorry, you've never been able to control what they're saying. Even when they're set up in the viewing room, you can't hear what they're saying when they're sitting there slagging you off, saying that you look awful. I don't know. I can't remember exact quotes about what they've been saying about you, but they have been slagging you off. I feel like I don't like the vibe of LA. I know I said I wanted the vibe of LA, but like I miss the ALDC with that rubbish viewing room. I just miss the vibe of like the ALDC studio as well. Do you know what I mean? I think that is something that was so unique about the show, was that there was this studio that we were always at every single week, unless we were like away for a while at a competition, and it just felt special, whereas it doesn't feel special now.
You don't need to worry about controlling.
No, I just mean I don't need a bunch of moms screaming and yelling and acting like idiots.
No, we can...
We do not do that.
No, I was going to say, I don't feel like they're going to be screaming and shouting outside, do you know what I mean? I don't feel like that is the energy for today, do you know what I mean? I feel like we're not doing that.
Are we good to go?
Yes, so. Let's go.
Quick, quick, get out, get out. Her eyes have glazed over. She's on her phone. She's calling her attorney. Quick, let's leave. Let's get out of here quickly, guys.
What's been happening? Abby got a little crazy yesterday, and it wasn't pretty.
Well, that's not what she told me on the phone. She told me that you guys were acting crazy. That you guys were the ones that were nasty and awful, and they just were dreadful human beings, is what I think she said. Those ugly, ugly human beings is what she said. And I just couldn't believe that she was talking about a child like that. I just thought, you know, me being Aubrey O'Day of Celebrity Big Brother 18 fame, I would have to cross-reference that with what you were saying. So, you know what? You're here now. We're gonna do our best. You get in the studio and we'll have a fabulous time.
In the last 2 days, she has been working with a songwriter. Mia has ideas for an uplifting and inspirational song.
Let's just hope that it's better than the level of songs that we've had on the show so far. Because It's a Girl Party weren't cutting it. And I'm sorry, but the Summertime Sadness... No, was it Summertime Sadness? No. I don't know what Summertime Sadness is. What was the one that Brooke did back in the day? That one was okay, but I wouldn't say it was like game changing, do you know what I mean? I feel like we need a good song for Nia. Let's go.
If life is a runway, walk it out. Don't be afraid to put it down. If life is a dance, you better own it. Never have no fear, don't ever show it.
Oh, I take it back. We're going to have to wait for another good song. Oh, God, this don't sound like it's going to be a good one. I don't know. Maybe once the accompaniment is in, the voice has been tweaked, everything is laid together on a track, it might sound good. But, like, I don't know. It feels like my first infomercial for mental health is what it feels like. It doesn't really feel like it's telling me anything personal. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta stand up for yourself and be good. And it's like, oh, okay, that's a bit bland, a bit boring. Well, that was quite something, I have to say. And I did not expect Holly to go full berserk on Abby and for Abby to just sit there completely lost for words, which was actually kind of funny. So this episode so far is taking an interesting turn. I'm interested to see what happens in the next portion of the episode. But you will have to wait until Sunday for that, very sadly. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I just don't have the time to edit a full 2-hour video into one episode. So I'm going to split it up. This will be the first part, then you'll get the second part on Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so unbelievably well. And I will see you guys in the next episode, whenever that may be. But until then, make sure to keep on ranting. And I'll see you guys later. Bye now. See ya.